Before we start, I need to let you know that we had some technical difficulties on this recording. We were at a live event at a car show, and the equipment was having a problem at the beginning, writing, so you'll hear some skipping around. We also were being interrupted by some people, and then at the very end, the recording just cut out during the middle of a conversation. So just giving you forewarning that there are some issues with this one. It's not a full episode, but we had some good discussion, so I wanted to go ahead and post it anyway. Thanks for listening.
All right.
Yeah, it's cold.
All right. Well, we're at a different location, right? They've got their till and still
Probably
only 75
red tent coat.
red tent coat. So we've got how many V's we got out here? One caddies out here, like you, Travis. We've got the black. So we got a good turnout. A lot of people. Big fun awards. I think
Those are big.
they're pretty big. So
Yeah.
live and
Got to support the school.
they always need help. So past week or so.
From on the car since we spoke last. I think last time we spoke, we already talked about the. We did. We talked about the bumper.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
I'm still traumatized by that thing. But we did do a track day yesterday,
We did.
and for all of you who listened to the previous podcast, I did not go off roading. I did not damage my splitter, and I don't have to spend another 7 hours at Dan's house.
Yeah, because that wasn't going to
replacing
happen
that.
again.
Yeah, of course it
That
would.
was a once and only.
No, it wasn't. We all help each other break our stuff and fix it. But I do have a fun story. So yesterday we did this thing we did with the Hooked on Driving, so HOD. So we did this thing with Hooked on Driving, and it's something the Cadillac V Club has done for, this is the second year. We work with Dan and the Hooked on Driving team where we do we partner with them on a track day. So yesterday we had 13 members, and we'll post some pictures on our Facebook page and Instagram and all the Skittles in terms of the kind of fun. His name is Dan.
People.
I know that made its way into today, made for the event. So I gave him a nice. I have my car, on it, so it says the HOD day. So this morning I'm at the club, so I can have a good weekend. And I get back in the car, and I'm rolling up next to waves, and I get it all coffee at, and I didn't look into our wave, and then I took off. Being washed, I looked at my email. Go ahead.
You just said something. How did you wash the car?
I went through a touchless car wash.
Oh,
I
you
normally
know the kind of chemicals they put in those
Oh,
things?
I know. I normally love detail. That thing. I went on a date with my wife, so my wife is not something to
No,
be
I'm
upset
not.
about.
I'm talking about. That's not what I said, Liz. I'm talking about.
That's what he said.
I was out at dark last night cleaning all the.
Efficient.
Gene goes into a touchless, but I have to say it's probably cleaner I've ever seen this.
Oh, whatever. You would say that. So it's Dan. That's right. It was Dan.
No
Garber.
way.
It was
Oh
Dan.
my
Like,
gosh.
what are the freaking odds of that? Like, what are the odds? I
No
see him
kidding.
2 hours at the gas station. He goes, yeah, I was helping because he kind of look like him now.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, I said, man, I can't believe that was him. I said, I told my buddy, I said, look at the sticker. I know that guy. That's
Cool.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is cool.
So that's the car stuff.
Okay, so great. So we had a truck day, as Gene talked about. We went out there. We had the colors were awesome. Some people over there that we know. Sorry, people walking by. That is one of my daughter's best. Okay, so we're at the track day, and good collection people in probably a good split across all spectrum, which is great to set up. Like I think Travis was talking to him and beginner or novice.
Yeah.
And then we're going to restart here. I don't know where we are. Sorry, guys. We had a little blip on the podcast thing. It happens. We're live. Stuff happens.
Yep.
So I was talking about the track day, about the progression of staff. So our staff, they're not our staff.
No, Travis is not our
friends,
staff. Our friends, yeah.
Our friends in the club. So it was we had a really good track day. We were running. So Gene, I, John, and Travis, we're all in the advanced group. It was a good day. Beautiful weather. Good sessions. None of us in our group had issues. There was the 106 that ran off the sketchy tires, and he had carbon fiber. Oh man, he thinks he might have cracked one.
That's like a $5,000 wheel, isn't it?
Oh man,
Something like
yeah,
that. Those
yeah.
things are insane.
Oh, and he's already cracked one before.
I don't know, man. I don't
They
know if I
look
trust.
cool?
They look cool. I don't know if I trust them. I wouldn't trust them on the track.
Oh, I
Because
would
your
never
cars
do
get
on
up to
track.
what 160.
Yeah.
On the straightaway, I would not want that car cracking a wheel at 160.
Oh my gosh, there's no way.
No way, man.
All in all, I think it was a great day. A lot
Yeah.
of fun.
And
Super happy.
which Blackwing did you bring? Hold on, let me think for a second. Which Blackwing did you bring?
It's got the one with the Z in it.
The Z Blackwing, the
Z-
non-existent
The
Z Blackwing.
It's the Z Blackwing. It's the Z Blackwing.
He hasn't told me about it. He doesn't tell me anything anyway, so I'm asking because you're gonna get no answer.
Working the C.
Really?
He was out there in Colorado with these guys testing stuff.
Rob.
Yeah, they like. Yep.
So no,
It was good.
the car was full.
Say that my tires are definitely starting to do. Brakes are, I think, like a millimeter.
Squeal, yeah.
Squeal mark. I'll probably be replacing it after that. I'm going out there and I'm like it should feel. And so I get back to track mode, and so it explains why I didn't have any get up.
That is that flat plane crank V or in homage to a 458 Italian. And I have a fast car, a touring mode. So drive me a river was annoyed, just so you know.
I know.
Just
I
as
was like,
annoyed.
what? That's that. You hear that 01?
Background noise.
Oh yeah.
Probably music, people.
Car over there or not. I told Cheryl last night. She's like, true statement. True statement.
She's wise beyond her years.
Yeah, I was bummed though because I was really hoping to, because I had several sessions. I had no one around me, so I had open track. It just wasn't coming to me. I could not. My goal was to break into the 140s. Right now I'm at 150, and I know where I need to work on it. I've got the Garmin Catalyst, and so there's areas where I know I need to do, but I just haven't been able to get it done. So
this show is not sponsored by anybody except us and some coffee and maybe a bottle of water from Kirkland. But talk to us about the Garmin Catalyst.
Okay.
Tell us about that. I don't know all that much about it anyway, so I'm going to be learning from you.
Okay. So I'm a very analytical guy, right? And so I research stuff to the nth degree in everything of my life. It drives my wife crazy, I think, at times, because as much research as I do.
I married someone who does the same thing, so.
But it helps me make well-formed decisions,
exactly.
Right? When I got into the car side, which that'll be a future podcast about how we actually got into this, I wanted a way that I could start tracking stuff, the way that I could see where do I need to get better. And there's a lot of apps. There's Track Addict that's out there. There's
I've used it in my ATSV.
Yeah, there's a couple other ones that are out there, and so I looked at those. You have to have a phone, and so I'm like, God, they're okay. But I stumbled upon Garmin Catalyst. Now I've got a lot of Garmin. I know Garmin because I've used Garmin watches. Mm-hmm. I'm wearing a Garmin now. I've had Garmin's all my life, and so they have a track tool called the Garmin Catalyst. So I looked at it, and it's a tool for the track. It's got a little video a camera that mounts high on the windshield, and then it's got like a 8-inch tablet type thing that mounts on the windshield. It tracks everything that you're doing on the car, and when you get done, it takes the video data, the GPS data, and it looks about how you're performing as a driver, and it will make recommendations on how you can improve. And as you start improving, it starts focusing on other areas. So if you continue to work on it, your times will continually go down because it finds new opportunities for you to work on. Now that you fixed the other one, it finds other ones.
How is that different than the PDR? Because the GM PDR for the Corvettes and the Cadillacs is really outstanding.
It is. But here's the difference.
How's the difference?
So the PDR only shows you your brake, your brake pedal, your gas pedal, your speed, and your G's.
Steering angles.
Those guys are already leaving. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
C7. So that's all that you. Oh, yeah, steering angle.
Yeah.
That's all you get. It doesn't show you an overlay of going into turn where you're braking. So this overlays all your data on the track map from a top-down view, so you can actually see where you're going in. And so, like, I was reviewing my track data from yesterday, and it showed that when I took turn 1, the fastest is when I broke 30 feet. I hit the brakes 36 feet later.
Oh, wow.
That's just one example. There's all kind of other. It talks about your line choice. So like going around the carousel.
So it does like AI level predictive analysis on.
I don't know if it's predictive analysis. Maybe there's some of that going on, but it's looking at how you can be most optimal around the track. And so like in the carousel,
Yeah.
it showed that, hey, if there's a couple ways, right? You can do like double apex, or you can just kind of hug the inside. And it showed that, hey, when you do the double apex, you're actually faster overall instead of trying to hug the inside and carry all the way around.
I can see that.
So that's
You're going to scrub a lot of speed.
Yeah, you're
because
scrubbing
it's
a
a
lot of
pretty
speed.
tight
It
corner
is.
on the inside versus the double apex. You can carry more speed all
Right.
the way out. Yeah.
That's what it's great for me. And so it will compare all my laps from forever now. So I've got like 100 laps. Oh, whoa, look at that. We've got the wife coming in. What do we have here?
Free Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is one of the sponsors of our car show today.
We have free Chick-fil-A?
For the teachers.
Oh, for the teachers. Well, I can be a teacher.
You want to bet? I actually came out to share, so.
That's the Garmin Catalyst. I think it's a great tool for anybody that's serious about wanting to improve in areas. You don't need it. There's no reason to need it. You can use Track Addict or other tools, but you get to watch video. You get to watch video on the tablet. You can export it. It's a really powerful tool.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
that's the Catalyst.
Cool. I think we're going to try to grab somebody to have them come in, and
We
it's
are.
our friend John.
John's over talking to my wife. We're going to bring John in.
So we're going to bring our friend John in and have him talk to us a little bit about.
Tell us who you don't have to give us your last name, but who you are and what car you have.
My name's John, and I have a white 2022 CT4V Blackwing Collector Series number 34. Gene has Collector Series number 35.
What other car you got?
I have a 2016. Oh, I should finish. This 2022 Blackwing has 38,500 miles.
Oh man, this is like another level of detail.
It is.
Like, what's your name in your car? And now we're all the way getting to your mileage.
Well, I think you'll figure that out. You'll find out why I added that. My other car is a white 2016 CTSV, has 102,000 miles.
And most of those miles are on track days.
A few, yes.
He's got a few of them on there.
And you got one more.
Yes, I also have a 2024 Hypersonic Gray Corvette Z06 with 4,200 miles.
4,200 miles. Like another, it's somewhat, this is like turning into like a Corvette and Cadillac group.
Kind of.
Kind of.
I guess I have to buy a Corvette 06.
Well,
Apparently that's what's next.
Gene already stated that he wants to get my Z06 and he wants to get John's Z06, right? So I think it might
We'll see
be
which
in the
one has the
car.
least amount of miles on it at the end. Which one has been beaten up the least on the track?
Well, once he
But
gets,
right now, that's mine.
that's his right now.
But that'll change Wednesday, I hope.
He's going to start getting his car out there, so that'll be good. All right, John, question. How long have you been into cars? Like a really a car guy?
I don't have, as you know, I don't have brothers and sisters, but my parents were married in British Columbia, and we moved to the East Coast where I was born. And my mom has and my dad they have a lot of brothers. They were the car guys. So when I'd come across the Canada in a train 3 days to get to Vancouver visit my family, my uncles would have all their sports cars. So my uncles, both on my mother's and my dad's side, they're the ones that were big car guys, and that's where I started. So at home when I was a young kid, again, I was into, I don't know if you're familiar, but Corgi was the more expensive little small Corgi.
Yeah.
Dinky was a junk stuff. Corgi was the good ones. At one point, I had over 70 collection of 70 of them.
So what's your age?
I guess
Young kid.
5-6 years old, and I kept those until I moved to Montreal. So
I mean, I had a lot of Hot Wheels. I still have way too.
yeah, but
my wife
Hot
will tell me
Wheels, Hot Wheels and Corgis. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
all right, okay.
that's garbage. I mean, let's be honest. No,
Oh man.
when you have time,
Sorry, Mattel. That's just the way it goes.
when you have time, I'll come. You can come and visit my
Alberto,
collection.
can you come and take this guy away?
What I have, the ones I have left.
Is this a Cadillac club here?
Yeah. So, but no, I'm being honest with you, Corgi. I mean,
No,
if you're
okay.
familiar with Corgi,
No,
they're really built. I mean, I have the Batmobile. I have Green Hornet. I mean, they are quality made.
My point was that most kids are kind of into the cars,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So did you carry your love of cars continually as you got older?
Yeah. I mean, I forget what age I was, but I went to see the Smokey and the Bandit movies.
Oh, there you go.
And
little TA action.
I love that.
Before I went to
Money.
after high school in Quebec, in Montreal, you go to high school till grade 11, then you have to go to college for 2 years, then you go to university for 3. So I forget exactly how it came about, but a place I was working at, the manager did some stuff at night selling vacuum cleaners, filter queens.
Okay. Oh yeah, I know the filter queen.
So I have 2. I already have 2 of them, but
They're
anyways,
great, by the way.
they're pretty good. I sold a lot of them, and that's where I saved enough money,
Okay.
$8,000, $8,000 Canadian, and so after watching the movie, I forget which one it was, Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
In 1976, there was an announcement there was going to be a '77 Special Edition Trans Am with a Super Duty 400, whatever, high performance 4-speed manual. So I forget exactly what month I ordered, but I ordered a '77 Special Edition Trans Am, which was my first car that I was buying. I was paying cash. The plan was to pay cash because I had saved enough money for
your
it.
first one to buy too, right?
Yeah. Again, unfortunately, so I placed the order. They didn't know anything about the car. I knew more about the car than the dealership did. Harlan
That
Motors.
happens today, too.
Harlan. It was called Harlan Pontiac Motors in Montreal. The first
I'll let
car
you
came
give
in.
a call out to the dealership.
Because I really have they have a special place for me. I have a special place for them in my heart. So the first car came in. Oh, John, and again, remember how old I was in '77. Actually,
65.
76 is when it would come in then, right? I was 20 years old in '76. So it came in August, September, August, whatever. A '77 come in, the year before, right?
Yep.
And they said, "Oh, John, we promised it to somebody else." What do you mean? You didn't know nothing about the car until I ordered it in July, August. What are you talking about? Well, we'll get you another one ordered. So the car I ordered, the first one came in, they don't get it to somebody else. Second car comes in 6 months later, or thereabouts. I'm sorry, John, it's past 6 months since you ordered it. We can't price protect you. We got to charge you more money because you had an amazing deal. And I said, thanks, guys. No way. Give me my deposit back. And then finally, I went to a Chevy dealer, ordered my '78 Z28, no T-tops, black interior, 4-speed manual, and it cost more, a few $100s more than the deal I had signed for the Special Edition Trans Am.
When you look back on that, although the TA is awesome, are you happy? Are you more happy that you got the Camaro over the TA, or do you still wish that you had been able to get the TA?
I wish I would have kept. That car was pretty rare, unique. That's why I said a special place in.
Yeah.
That I wanted that car. I would have kept it. It's a collector's car. That's a major.
I love
for
that
sure.
car.
It was manual. It was fully loaded. It was the because there was 2 choice engines. I went with the biggest
Of
course you did.
I could get, and well, I say fully loaded. I mean, it was for what I could have.
Yeah, for what you
I think
get.
it was almost pretty well loaded. But the Camaro had no T-tops.
Yeah.
It didn't. Anyways, so that's the story. That's kind of.
My brother-in-law has. Hey, Cheryl, since we're live, I can do this kind of stuff.
Oh, are you talking about my brother?
Brother-in-law.
What year is Lance's TA?
Oh yes.
It's the same as Smokey and the Bandit. The same year with the T-tops.
Is
and
that 70?
That's like 77, isn't it?
70,
Something like that.
7 or 8.
Could be.
Yeah. So.
They made them several. You see,
Yeah. No, they made them. So I don't know what year it was.
I think 77. I'm not trying to go look on my Google.
Yeah,
70. I think 77 was the first. That's the one I
It's
ordered.
somewhere in there, but my brother-in-law, he has got a Trans Am.
Wow.
And it's sitting in Arizona. It's covered up right now. It's kind of covered up in part. I would love to get that car and do a restoration on it, because when we go to the cruises around here, there's a couple of people. There's a blue one. And there's another one that we see out, and man, that's such a cool car. So I'd love to get that and restore it. That's a bummer. Did you ever see the one that you ordered? Did you ever see it around?
To continue the story, because thanks for asking. What happened? The first one, the second one, it came in, and I went to the dealer one day, and it was up on bricks. Someone stole the 4 tires and wheels. Remember, they were gold. They were gold.
Gold honeycomb, yeah.
Yeah. And I couldn't. I said, "Well, there you go, guys." And I gave him the finger and said,
great.
"You deserve it, you guys, you dealership."
Oh my.
No, I'm not. This is a true story. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell you
I
stuff.
only want made up stories on this
No, what I
podcast.
mean is, it was so. The
that
thing that
Galaxy
happened is
sounds
you guys
good.
are get a kick out of this. I'm pretty over the top. I
No.
would make my friend Bob come with me on our way to school. Let's go to the train, the train where the cars come in. Let's go see if I can find my. Because I was waiting, Yeah, I was over the. I waited over 6 months and then, so yeah.
That is, I didn't even know that part of the story. That's great about it up on blocks.
On blocks, cement block. The cement blocks and the car. They stole the 4 wheels and tires.
Shout out to that dealership.
Harlan Pontiac Buick in Montreal. Yeah, Dorval to be specific. Yeah, they still exist. I think I'm not sure, but they're not my Christmas card list mailing
No,
list.
for sure not. So, John, let me ask this question though. So, since I've known you, you've been tracking your CTSV.
Yeah.
Now the CT4V and
Yeah.
soon the Z06.
Yeah.
What was the first car you ever tracked, and why did you want to track it?
The Z28. Mont Tremblant, Montreal. We have a track at Mont Tremblant. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I did a course up there. It was it wasn't as serious as we do here, but I was able to do some. I don't know if you call them parade laps or some laps on the track. But my serious tracking, my first was when I came to the States, moved to Seattle, and got to go to Spring Mountain. That was my first real tracking. That was it, really.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't do much with the cars in Montreal.
Yeah. But then you come down here and you've been tracking for how long?
I've been here now 30 years to continue. After the Z28, 78 Z28, my next car, performance car, was an 84 Corvette Coupe. Then I went to a 90, always automatics, 84 Corvette Coupe, 92. The 84 was the goldish colored,
Yep, I
champagne
remember
color,
that. Yep.
champagne.
Wow.
The 84. The 92 was burgundy, or a real nice burgundy. I liked it, 92 Coupe. Then I went to a silver 98 Corvette, always coupes, and then the 02 Z06.
Man,
So
Nice.
quite the collection.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate.
Thanks, John.
Well, John, thanks
Thanks.
for coming in, man.
That
We're
was
gonna bring
great.
Alberto in now. He's
Alberto.
We got another guy here.
Come on, Alberto.
I,
Oh yeah, you're not on video, so
man, I love
John, thanks, my friend.
I love this live stuff.
Welcome, guys. Good talking to you.
Yeah,
Me too,
thanks,
bro.
John. Alberto.
Alberto.
Oh, well,
With
now
the
we know
boss.
his name.
With the boss on.
That's right.
Come here. No. I don't care what the phone. Come here.
Oh,
What are we doing here?
That's killing.
oh,
Oh,
There you go.
he had a sticker on.
that way you guys know my size for
I don't
Christmas.
have OCD on many things. I have OCD on that.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, well, we know it's Alberto. Alberto, why don't you tell us who you are? We have Alberto.
I'm a
Tell
stripper
us-
on the weekends.
What's that? Tell us what car that you brought today.
Oh, so I have a 2018 CTSV, Cadillac CTSV. It is the Vector Blue, I guess. It would be kind of the rare colors for those type of cars.
Yep, it is.
It's a very rare color.
What all have you done to it?
So far, it's pretty much stock, besides a cold air intake, Rotofab cold air intake, and Bortle exhaust that it has. It sounds pretty good.
Sounds great. I've told this to Alberto already, but Alberto brought his car over to the house, and I had it up on the lift, and my son comes in, and he's like, it pains me that my son is not into cars. He's not. He's into other stuff. But so he'll just walk by cars and like pays no attention, right? He could care less. Like my car's like whatever. It's just a means to an end for him, right? To move himself. He walks in and he sees that car and he's like, "Oh, I like that car," which it was really weird because it's out of character for him to do that. But he liked that car, and so I'm like, "Oh, you should listen to it." So I cranked the car, and he really, really liked his car. So I was really surprised to see him like it, but it's super nice, super clean car, looks really good.
Yeah, we have headers coming on the way. So
Oh, that's right. I
yeah,
forgot
we
about
have headers
that.
on the way. They've been Cerakoted, so hopefully
color?
in June. Just with the gray.
The
Just
standard gray Cerakote. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for that to cure so they don't chip with the heat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's probably in June.
The clearance, like I know you're not doing it yourself, but I looked at the clearance of those things.
It is a tight engine bay.
Holy cow! There's not much room. So
The motor's not that big, but it's still big enough where there's not a lot of room in there.
does he have to? You're not planning on dropping the motor, right?
My buddy Manny, he's doing it, so that's going to be his problem.
Okay.